Mike, what is it? What causes snoring?
Snoring is about airway flow. If you're not breathing properly, you'll start to snore.
So what is this 2-minute exercise that you believe can turn all of this around, no matter how bad you are as a snorer?
Yep. If you imagine when you were young, when you were playing a lot of sport and you're active at the age of 15, 16, it was very rare to find somebody who snored. That would be a particular problem. As we get older, we lose muscle tone all over the body. That's why everything goes south, basically. And so what these exercises have been designed to do is to increase muscle tone.
So this is muscle tone, what, in your nasal passages, your throat?
Yeah.
So is it a combination of all those things that make you snore? For some people, is it just maybe your epiglottis?
It's your uvula and soft palate generally,
right.
But it's the whole area. The whole of the oropharynx, the tongue base are all involved in snoring.
But Mike believes if you lose weight, stop drinking alcohol, get a bit fitter and do exercises, the snoring will stop.
Is that what I have to do? You said when Mike came in, I went and said hello, and I said, it's always men that get blamed for snoring, and I said, I actually am the snorer in this relationship. And you said, you don't look like a snorer.
No, you don't.
You haven't seen her drink.
Well, of course, I haven't seen that, but there's a classic picture of a snorer. Often they've got a blocked nose, their mouth breathing. When they speak a bit like this because they've got big tonsils or a long, soft palate. They've got a big fat neck, small jaw, underbite.
Say no more.
I'm surprised you don't snore.
Say no more. Two people desperate for Mike's help today are a couple. Let's go to them. They're all wrapped up and they're cosy. I hope he doesn't fall asleep, though. It's Cody and Anthony from Bridlington in East Yorkshire. And Cody and Anthony, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever it is with you. Cody, what is the problem?
Problem is that we can't share a bedroom. He has to sleep downstairs. His snoring goes right through me, vibrates the house. So we need it starting before I end up kicking him out.
Now, you're actually on the sofa there. Is this where you have to sleep now, Anthony?
No, I sleep upstairs. I kick him downstairs. Otherwise, well, he goes in the spare room, but our little boy's just got into a routine now, so he has to come downstairs rather than in the spare room.
So you've got your little boy and another on the way, Cody. Is that right? You're 3 months pregnant. So how is this for you? Because sleep is really important when you're pregnant. It makes you tired anyway sometimes.
I'm exhausted anyway. I've got work twice a week at 5:30 in the morning, and then the rest I'm like dying for a lie-in, but I don't get it because I'm up half the night listening to him. And I lay in bed and I can hear him vibrate the house and I just get angry and just want to go down and suffocate him.
Well, but, Anthony, Mike's got
I'm just exhausted all the time.
Right, so what about the exercise for him then? What's he got to do?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'd like to examine him ideally to see if there's any mechanical obstruction, like big tonsils or a blocked nose, etc. But there's a whole range of exercises he would need to do. They range from the oropharyngeal ones, the mouth, and the tongue-based ones. So we could talk about all three.
So can you show us what... I mean, could we all do them if people are watching as snorers?
Absolutely. The only problem is I have to talk while I do it, and I'm sort of sure the public would prefer to see one of you guys
I knew that was coming. Thanks, producers. Right, go on then.
If you don't mind.
Go on then.
So really, the most easy adopter in the book is...
So, Anthony, you've got to join in this, by the way.
Anthony, yeah, if you could join in as well.
OK.
It's pretty simple. You just hold your mouth open, poke your tongue all the way out, and start moving it left, right, up, down, again, left, right, up, down, and then start singing the national anthem in a very deep voice. So, while you're doing it, poke the tongue right out. Up you go. Up and down. Up, Eamonn, up. That's it, and down. That's it. Keep doing it. Stretch. Make it hurt. It's got to hurt a bit. It's good.
If you tell me this is a joke, someone is for the high jump.
Can I ask you?
Is that really an exercise?
Do you feel that is an exercise?
I feel tight.
Yeah, do you feel tighter? Do you feel warmth in the back of your tongue?
I feel stupid.
Well, OK, it's not the most...
I feel warm under my tongue, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you do that now for about 3 or 4 minutes, you did it then for about 30 seconds, you're going to get a real tightening and a real warmth. The blood supply is going to increase.
You'll be doing that tonight.
So do you do this before... Are you suggesting we do this before we go to bed? And just that exercise, or a combination?
No, well, in the book, as you know, there are several exercises. Ideally, you do them all, because they all exercise different parts of the throat.
Can you show me one more? So if I do that one...
There's a really hard one, there's a really brilliant one. We call it the gulper.
The gulper.
And what you do basically...
Anthony, pay attention.
You swallow, and you swallow really slowly. So I can pretty show you this. I do a really slow swallow, and I try and press it all the way down, then I hold it. So slow, and hold it halfway down, and then hold it for 5 seconds. That's the lower part of the throat being exercised. You've got to try and do that about 5 times in succession.
You're right.
Eamonn, you get on well with that.
I don't like that.
And what does that do?
That's the lower throat. That's about the only way to exercise the lower throat.
So it's like any other muscle in your body. If we're going to the gym and things, we're literally exercising that muscle. So if it's tighter, then you're not going to snore as much.
Well,
flap.
this
if
is
it's
what it
tighter,
could
it
prevent.
won't flap.